Morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 249, one more, and we have completed another section in part 2 of the workbook. So please subscribe as we go through this together. Today's lesson is forgiveness ends all suffering and loss. Forgiveness is like salvation. Yeah, they're synonymous. It's that balm. It's that balm that heals everything. If we go into principles of miracles. Okay, I'm just going to read two of them. 21, miracles are natural signs of forgiveness. Through miracles, you accept God's forgiveness by extending it to others, which is exactly what we must do. Whatever we receive, we must extend, we must give, because it's in the giving that we know we have received. You've heard that before. And then principle of miracles number 25, that miracles are part of an interlocking chain of forgiveness, which when completed is the atonement. And atonement works all the time and in all dimensions of time. So we believe we are in time. Atonement works here. But atonement works when we are out of time. We have no need for it once we return our minds to God. But it is the joining of everything, that interlocking, that we know we are all part of the one. That is what we are trying to achieve. We're trying to understand that indeed we all are one, and we all are as God created us. And oh yeah, that's in today's lesson as well. So forgiveness ends all suffering and loss. Forgiveness paints a picture of a world where suffering is over, loss becomes impossible, and anger makes no sense. But has anger ever made any sense? I don't think so. We're told that it's never justified, and it isn't. It's nothing that will ever help us at all. And where suffering is over, and yesterday is whatever suffers is not part of me. So as we approach this interlocking chain of forgiveness, suffering falls away. Everything that is not of love, which has no opposite, simply will disappear. And anger makes no sense. Attack is gone, and madness has an end. All of this will come to a completion, and I don't really want to say an end, because that really does suggest that at one time it was real and true. It's always been an illusion. Anger, attack, madness, they always were illusions, and they always will continue to be. Suffering, it's an illusion. It's because it's part of this world. Yeah, that relevant thought. It's part of this world. And, just remember that this world is deception, right? The world is false perception. It is deception. The world was made as an attack on God. Certainty is not here. This world that we believe to be real will disappear. The world becomes a place of joy, abundance, charity, and endless giving. I think I skipped a line. Let me go back. What suffering is now conceivable? When all of this madness has had an end, what loss can be sustained? What can be held up as loss when all illusions have been forgiven? The world becomes a place of joy, abundance, charity, and endless giving. It is now so like to heaven that it quickly is transformed into the light that it reflects. And so the journey which the Son of God began has ended in the light from which he came. Yeah, we are the light of the world. I'm going to say that again. But I'm also going to go to two lessons that come right after that lesson, that I am the light of the world, that you are the light of the world, that forgiveness is my function as the light of the world, and the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. Forgiveness ends all suffering and loss. The light of the world ends all suffering and loss when the light of the world is truly understanding its function. Forgiveness is the miracle that heals all judgments. So without judgments, there is no pain and there is no suffering, and nothing remains except joy and abundance and charity and happiness. So that's interweaving some of what I've written and the lesson as well. The second part of the lesson is in italics. It is our prayer for today. Father, we would return our minds to you. We have betrayed them. We've betrayed our minds and held our minds in a vice of bitterness and frightened our minds with thoughts of violence and death. We did that because we believed we were a body, and we believed we were a body because we were listening to our ego mind that keeps telling us that's who we are. We now are going to return our minds that are whole and complete to our Father, because we now have understood that we are not bodies. We are free. And yes, we are still as God created me, you, all of us. Now, would we rest again in you as you created us? And again, it's there that we are as God created us. We can rest. We can rest. We can be quiet. We can be still again in our Father, and understanding that yes, we are as He created us. That is our identity. That is who we are. And that will always be who we are. And so now this world is going to be bathed in light so that it is a reflection of heaven here. The light of heaven will be seen and experienced and known here in this world that has up until now been a place of darkness and pain and suffering. It is no more. So just to go back to what is the world, again to paragraph 5, I love it a lot. Let us not rest content until the world has joined our changed perception. Let us not be satisfied until forgiveness has been made complete. And let us not attempt to change our function. We must save the world. For we who made it must behold it through the eyes of Christ, that what was made to die can be restored to everlasting life. Illusions are gone. Light has come. We are whole. We are healed. And we are home together. And we see the light within our brother as it is within ourself. Big S, self. And that's it for today. And I hope it helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. Please smile. Feels good. Please breathe. Breathe. Please breathe. And please pray for these awarenesses to come to and bless every mind today. Namaste.